And a very, very good afternoon to you guys. Welcome along to Airshow World with the Bear right here over at East Midlands Airport. And thank you for joining us wherever you are in the world. It's absolutely fantastic to see you. Loads of people in the chat room as usual. I can't believe it. Thank you very, very much. And anyway, what's on the menu for today? Well, we're going back to Waddington Airshow 2013. Last week, you may remember that we did, towards the end of the show, we did part 3 of this 3 DVD set. So we've sort of flipped it around a bit. So hey, we're going to do part 1 right now, and then next Monday we'll do part 2. So 3 DVD set. The idea of the Monday afternoon shows is to show you what DVDs we have here at Airshow World. So many thanks to the all the guys and girls in the chat room putting great messages in, especially to Peter Colebrook. Thank you very, very much. Some really nice comments about the DVDs that is actually purchased. And don't forget, if you do purchase one of these DVDs, it goes a long way to help Airshow World actually keep continuing. So thank you very much for your help, everybody. Okay, with a bit of luck, we're going to start the show right now. Waddington Airshow 2013, part 1. Take it away.
Shot 01, Roger, 2,000 feet approved. You are responsible for your own terrain clearance. 31, confirm, QFE 1021, set 30.15.
3015 set, NATO 31.
So a very, very good afternoon to everybody, and right over here on the YouTube channel. First in the chat room today was Gary Williams, then Peter Colebrook. We've got Keezy, we've got Philip Sawyer, Julie, of course. We've got Miles High. Let's go through the list very quickly. We've got Kirk Ferrari. Who else have we got? Steve Creed, Jazzy John. Hey, Jazzy, he's going to be on Friday night on Meet the Fans.
One climb flight level 150.
Flight level 150, thank you.
Shot 1 squawk 6050.
31, clear to land.
We've also got, let's have a look, I saw a name there that's familiar. Of course, Steve Creed, yes. And, of course, Alison Tidy. Nice to see you in the chat room. Very quickly go through these. Let's have a look. Keep on going. Andrew Austin, good afternoon to you. And let's see your worlds. Gary Williams, yes, we mentioned him at the beginning. NH, nice to see you. He's over there in Japan. We've got my good friend Andy Hare. We'll tell you some things about Andy. It's all good, don't worry. And just a moment. Photo for you. Sleepy Spider. Who else have we got? Let's get Chris. Nice to see you. We've got Elvis as well. So hi, everybody. Great to see you all there. Pete Hatchett. Nice to see you as well. And sorry, Paul Hatcher. I do apologise. Wrong glasses again. Right, what have we got? Okay, so as you see, Waddington Airshow 2013. Just while there's not many sounds of aircraft and we're just looking at the parachute display team. What can we tell you? Well, this weekend I've been pretty busy doing the video editing once again, and this weekend what I've been working on is yet another DVD. And you never know, I might show you towards the end of today's show a little sneak peek. It's a DVD I'll feature in a couple of weeks' time, okay? And what it is, Andy is sending me some old VHS tapes along so we can show you some of these great old videos, just like James does as well. So what I've been editing over the weekend has been Middle Wallop and Yeovilton from 1998. Some absolutely stunning video footage on there. So many thank you to Andy. I've edited it. I've made a DVD.
0 QFE 1021, report downwind.
I will be featuring that in the next couple of weeks, and you never know, I may do a sneak peek towards the end of today's show. So Andy, many thanks, and keep those videos coming, and I'll make a DVD for you.
Taken in total with the drop about an hour and a half to get the team up here. And by the way, they'll be packing up, jumping aboard that aircraft and going off to do another show directly after this. But what they're doing now, they're running forward for a line-up in front of the VIP tent. So ladies and gentlemen...
As you can see, the Belgium Air Force F-16. And a very, very nicely painted up aircraft and a great display coming up in just a goodness gracious me. Morgan Gray, that is incredible. Look at that for the computer fund. Oh my goodness me. Morgan Gray, many, many, many thanks to that incredible donation. That will go a long, long way. Crikey elbow. Hey, well, enjoy the show. And that's what happens when you put a donation in. As you can see in the chat room, there's a little dollar icon and a great big banner comes up, and absolutely incredible. Thank you very, very much indeed. Can't believe it.
Taxiway with caution vehicles transiting and to the lazy lane. Waddington Falcon's ground.
From Gibson 1, with deconfliction with BBMF, we're looking to get airborne at minute 50.
Gibson 1, go to ground.
Can't take off minute 50.
Gibson 1, confirm takeoff time minute 58.
Confirm, however, requesting, due to deconfliction with BBMF, requesting time takeoff minute 50.
Falcons, delays your takeoff time, now minute 29. Expect to be at the base for minute 20. Falcons, runway 20, QFE 1021, taxi via the Delta taxiway to 20 Alpha hold. QFE 1021.
And also a good mention and a good afternoon to everybody watching this live right now on Facebook. Great to see you. We've got Leslie White. Good afternoon to you. She's in sunny Kent. Rich Webster. And we've got Oliver as well. So wherever you're watching this in the world, if you're watching on Facebook, yes, you can put a message in. I shall pop over every now and again to Facebook and give you a quick mention. But the main channel is Airshow World YouTube. But wherever you're watching this, have yourself a fantastic afternoon and enjoy the videos.
Get left, report room vacated.
President Air Force 616, Vulcan.
J Falcon's clear takeoff and display, service wind 1808 knots.
Clear for takeoff and display, Falcon.
Aha, it's lunchtime. There we go. Especially for Andy. Only joking. The Royal Jordanian Falcons. Oh, behave yourself. Slap wrist boy.
Waddington, French Air Force 605. French Air Force 605, Waddington approach. Identified, descending flight level 100, traffic service. Request, persons on board each aircraft.
Good afternoon to you. There's Phil Adams also watching this over on Facebook. Nice to see you, Phil.
16 person on board, 16. French Air Force 605, roger, 8 Alpha Jets, 2 on each. Affirmative. French Air Force 605, roger. Waddington Information Echo, runway 20, colour code blue, QFE 1021, report set.
Yes, we certainly will. Have to call the computer Morgan. That's a great idea. I like that. Jane Chapman, good afternoon to you. She's down in the south part of England. Hope you're having a great day. Over here at East Midlands Airport, we have got mega snow, and I am not kidding. It started yesterday afternoon, and we got to round about, it must be 12 inches. It's absolutely, it's as deep as you like. East Midlands Airport was closed for, well, it started closing around about 1 o'clock yesterday afternoon.
605, roger, set 1.
And I think it's open for a few departures very early this morning, probably around about 5 o'clock. I don't know. That's the time I heard the first one anyway.
So height 10,000 feet.
But not good to be out on the roads today. The Bear is certainly not going anywhere. Staying with you guys, nice and cosy in the edit room and having a chat, bit of a joke, bit of a laugh with all you fantastic folks in the chat room. So thank you.
We have runway in sight to rejoin initial point 20.
French Air Force 605, roger. If you maintain this frequency until advised at height 10,000 feet, as there are still aircraft being displayed this time.
Copy that, sir. Maintaining 10,000 feet 1021 on this heading.
French Air Force 605, you can manoeuvre as you require, but maintain that height to 10,000 feet until advised.
French Air Force 605, copy that.
United Arab Emirates, and most recently a trophy for best display at RNAS Yoleston here in the UK.
As we get a goose just going up between the three ships there, solo pilot will come and rejoin them in just a moment.
I'll give someone, go ahead.
Gibson 1, we now have a window to get you airborne at minute 39. Will you be able to tax in time?
Good afternoon also to Laura. Hi, Laura.
Roger.
And over there in the USA, North Carolina, good afternoon to Paul. Or should I say,
run cable up, puppies set at 3 degrees.
should I say good morning to you? Nice to see you.
We are steady 10,000 feet.
Yes, we certainly didn't need that yesterday afternoon, did we, John? It's it's crazy out here, I tell you. There was so much snow. Sleepy Spider over there in Australia. Good day to you, mate. Nice to see you. It certainly is. NH says, where's Waddington? It's near Lincoln. Lincoln Cathedral. That's probably a very famous landmark. So, yeah, it's in the sort of eastern part of the country.
Air Force 605, route by initials, surface wind 1505 knots and left-hand brake.
So you've got RF Waddington, which you're looking at today with the Airshow. Then, around about 4 miles from there to the north, you've got Lincoln. And then around about another 6 miles to the north of Lincoln, you've got the famous Scampton.
Float inside. We'll close you down. A bit. We are aware of a piece of perspex.
It's a small piece of fodder apparently that was dropped off the previous 4 aircraft, so they're just checking their canopies. Just wanted to confirm that it was clear before we taxied.
Someone, yeah, the flight display director is aware of that, and we have people on the way to collect it. Thank you.
No snowball fights here. Yeah, I'm staying in. The only snowballs I'll have are those ones you eat. Love them. Hey, let's hear this.
Identified traffic service request level climbing to.
Traffic service climbing level 40 for the hold if you were Gibson 1.
Gibson 1, roger. Gibson 1, traffic north 5 miles, still moving southbound flight level 55 on verified. Traffic west of 5 miles, 3 contacts, possibly 4 contacts maneuvering, no height information, probably gliders at silent.
Looking Gibson 1.
You're a funny pussycat.
Waddington, good morning. Red Nat, radio check.
Stop it, requesting descent to 1,000 feet on the QFD 1021.
Gibson 1, report level.
Okay.
Oh, Peter Colbrook having funny games with the internet, whereabouts he is. Hey, now that's the advantage of getting yourself a DVD, you see. What we're looking at today, it's a 3 DVD set. That's the whole point of these Monday afternoon shows. Gives you a chance, you can see what's on the DVD before you decide, hey, yeah, I wouldn't mind that. And Peter Colbrook, as you can see in the chat rooms, put some very, very nice comments about the DVDs. He's actually purchased some, so thank you very much for that. So he's certainly enjoying them. So is Kirk Ferrari. Donald as well, so thank you very, very much. If you'd like a copy of this 3 DVD set, all you've got to do is just drop me an email. I'll tell you about it, because we want to hear the sound of this Lancaster. I'll tell you about it in about 2 minutes.
Battling Gibson, Roger, circuit clear, 1 squirrel holding crowd rear, wind 1708.
As you can see, quite a big crowd. A very big crowd.
Holding right.
And he reported the mission to the US Congress. The members of the modern number 617 squadron are fiercely proud of their unit's history.
And somewhere, not that motorhome, but somewhere at the back was my motorhome, and had a pretty good. But I'd only just bought the thing, so I was really proud. Well, I still am proud of it. But went up to it, and it was so hot, people were just leaning against it, and I was like, excuse me. But little did they know, because when they were sat down, they were leaning up against the tyres. Yeah, fair enough. Scorching hot day. But little did they know that the tyres had all this fancy, you know, you put this black stuff on to make them look all nice and wet. Nice, shiny, wet tyres.
30 seconds. Gibson will be cleared from battle to run in a brake. We'll let down wind joint. Pressing for battle brake to land. Battle 1.
So you can imagine what happened, you know. I'd like... I went up to somebody. They were leaning against the door of my motorhome. This is true. And I said, excuse me. Yeah, what? I said, I'd like to get in my van, please. Thank you.
Show indeed that Rod puts it in. So there we are, culminating on commemoration.
But what happened to their T-shirts? Well, when they stood up and turned round, the T-shirts were all black. Very nicely stained.
Chris Deems leading. Mark Fitzgerald in number 2.
afternoon to you, Louise Carr. She's over there in sunny Felixstowe. And she's watching it over on Facebook, so thank you for putting a message in there, Louise. Always good to see you.
And a oblique 360-degree turn. It's a little bit more interesting than a flat turn because it pitches them up as they get furthest away from the crowd. It's not a loop and it's not a flat turn. It's kind of a third. Very nice shot. Now we'll reverse back the other way.
So very quickly, we're going to tell you how you can get in touch with my good self if you're interested in a DVD, and it's as simple as send me an email. The email address is, you ready for it? airshowworld1@gmail.com. airshowworld1@gmail.com. Don't forget, it's the figure 1. And if you're interested, all you got to do in the subject, just put DVD.
For obvious safety reasons. So you see them now, they've both gone out on opposition 45-degree angles, and then they've done a derry turn, and they're both coming back in from right and left onto your crowd line, sporting smoke so that you can see them and they can see each other. And here they come, about 600, 700 knots closure for the opposition pass. Now doing a half Cuban, which is effectively the first part of the loop with smoke, that's lovely. And as he comes over the top of the loop and he starts moving back down towards the ground, running away from us, he'll actually stop the loop, and he'll roll the aircraft the right way up.
One to land. That one, let's let land. Land, Red Nat.
Not quite deployed properly on Red Nat 1. We'll be having a word with the guys that pack that sheet.
Of course, next year, the 50th display season of the Red Arrows.
Yeah, so an aircraft you haven't seen yet, but we acquired a couple of years ago and seen in a deep strip rebuild.
Report runway vacated. Although change my last, clear display. Roger, comment, clear display.
With light aircraft such as the Bulldog, it's quite hard work to keep the display ground centred and close to you guys on the ground, so you can see exactly what's going on.
Being able to do that, he has just over 40 years now of display experience that Rod Dean has. He must be one of the most experienced display pilots in the UK, if not the world. He started out as RAF Strike Command's solo display pilot on the Hunter in 1971 to 72. Much more recently, in his civilian life, he's flown a huge number of different piston-engine warbirds, Spitfires, Mustangs, Hurricanes, C-5, Sky Raider and others. I had a few spins in that too. It's my first aircraft actually. Many years ago, I won't tell you when, but very strong, robust, not at all like the flimsy sort of plasticky types we have to fly these days. But anyway, it was, as you say, a very strong and robust aircraft. But right now, coming up, something very, very different indeed. He's hot, girls. He is really exciting. He's a wonderful young
Bulldog,
man.
Roger, taxi back.
While there's a bit of music, I shall just talk over it. You know the reasons. Every time the music stops and we can hear the sound of the aircraft, I shall just turn it back up again. Here we go.
Display line, absolutely perfect certainty. And what is really impressive about this is the slowness of some of the manoeuvres. And there's the first one indeed, a very, very slow, low speed install turn. And that's just started. So I'm sure there's a lot more coming up. Keep your eyes peeled.
So thank you as always, everybody putting loads of great messages in the chat room. Don't forget, give it a thumbs up if your first time over here on Airshow World, or if you're watching it on Facebook. Don't forget to do the thumbs up, the likes and all of that. But most importantly, don't forget to subscribe to Airshow World on YouTube. And if you hit the little spanner icon, well, it's a little cog icon, right? If you hit that, you'll be able to get the notifications and you'll know when we actually go live. So thank you everybody who keeps joining us. It's much appreciated. what we normally do a show like today. Mondays and Tuesdays, normally round about 1 o'clock in the afternoon in the UK. And then we do the Friday night show, which is the 60-minute show, which starts at 7 o'clock on a Friday night. And we do the feature called Meet the Fans, and I should be compiling that just a little later this week. And this week it should be Jazzy John, or as I keep calling him, Jazzy Jeff, and the Fresh Prince. Hey, get the rap!
Kyle flying lesson at the age of just 11. By the time he was 15, he was performing aerobatics in a two-seat Cat 10.
So please keep the messages coming into the chat rooms. I'll keep checking the Facebook as well, so thank you very, very much. But also thanks to Andy Hare, who normally joins us at this time and just before he goes into work. So good to see you, Andy. And I've been very, very busy editing and compiling a DVD of Andy's, and towards the end of the show we'll have a sneak peek, okay?
Chucking in a quick avalanche just for good measure there. That's really tumbling and flicking in at the top of the loop. But look at that, he's pushing it away from himself now.
But basically, that's a DVD that has Yeovilton 1998, and wow, some great... Oh, it's absolutely brilliant. It's very old footage, remember? It's on VHS tape. But hey, that does not detract from the incredible flying. I'm talking Harriers, Sea Kings, Lynx, all sorts of helicopters, lots of great flying, the Canberra as well, and also the famous...
He's almost run out of airspeed altogether. This has got a phenomenal roll rate of 450 degrees a second.
The famous climate that they have at the end of the show at Yeovilton, that's all included. You know, the commando assault, where the helicopters just, I don't know how many, there's a lot. But also, that DVD will have Middle Wallop from 1998, and some brilliant flying in that as well. Including the Connie, you know, the Constellation, and Spirit of America as well. So certainly worth sticking around today. I'll do a very small sneak peek, and that's one we'll feature in about 2 weeks' time. I wish they wouldn't play music. It means I've just got to talk over this a little bit. So I do apologise that I'm just talking at the moment, but the reason for it is if YouTube picks the sound of the music up, and I'm not talking Julie Andrews either, if it picks the sounds of the music, it'll do a copyright thing against it, so we don't want to do that. The Vulcan, yeah, do you know what? I'm sure, yes, of course the Vulcan's coming up on this one as well, yes. Got to bear with me, I edited this quite a while ago, 2013, so, 8 years ago. Gosh, time flies, doesn't it? So there we go, over on the chat room in the YouTube, Julie has very kindly put a link to how to get in touch with my good self. So thank you, Julie. She says, if you're interested in buying one of these superb DVDs, drop Stu a message on airshowworld1@gmail.com. Don't forget, in the subject, just put DVD. We'll know what you're talking about, and I'll get back to you.
Now tail, nose over tail.
Aha, Andy's there. I saw him earlier. I thought, oh, I hope he's still there.
Dive before regaining and capturing the line.
Marcus, good afternoon to you. Afternoon all. Hope you're staying safe. Yeah, I'm certainly staying safe. Staying safe because I'm staying in the house, but also it's very dodgy out on the roads at the moment around this part of the world. Christopher! Hey, so where's Christopher? He said I could sit in my garden and watch all the aircraft and have a barbecue as well. That sounds pretty good, doesn't it? So he, so where does he live? Does he near, is he talking about if they have an air show back at Waddington? Is that what it is?
Surface wind calm.
Clear to land, runway 20, extreme.
A little bit of a fly past give him a wave. Well done, Mika. That was terrific there, because he really doesn't need 10,000 feet of runway to land.
Good afternoon, Heather. That's Heather Ramsey. Nice to see you in the chat
More
room.
information. You can go to his Facebook page, Mika Abrasio Aerobatics Official. Or, if you want to meet him, and girls, I thoroughly recommend you do this later on, go to the pilot's tent where you can get an autograph.
And Morgan Gray, well, I can't thank him enough. Thank you very, very much. It's certainly helping, and it'll go a long way to being able to get that super duper computer very, very soon.
Try to get to the end of the runway, then right, then left again as he brings the aircraft back down. The 2013 Tucano was painted over the winter by our contractor at Linton-on-Ouse, Babcock Aviation, and the paint was provided to us by Indestructible Paints. If it weren't for these two companies, then the desert paint scheme
Nice one, Christopher.
applied to the aircraft.
He's just confirming. Yeah, I live at Lincoln.
Side almost vanishing in the deep blue sky.
Well, as you can see, the weather this particular weekend was absolutely incredible. It was scorching hot.
Along the AF
And as I told you, my the tyres on the van
the coordination of rudder
was sort of yeah, the sticky stuff was melting quickly.
and this will show the top and bottom surface very nicely.
Black t-shirts, as I told you.
Fly another half cube into the right hand side, again showing the top surface in the hesitation. This year's display has received support from ITP. ITP produce and maintain the engines of the Tucano. The company are based in Madrid and have a small factory close to our base near York.
Good afternoon to you there, Simon Johnson.
Tucano, and is the RAS basic fast jet trainer.
He's watching over on Facebook, so wherever you are, good afternoon to you. Don't forget, put a message.
The Tucano entered service in 1989.
If you put a message into the chat on the
At Linton we train back to
Facebook, it will take me a while to get back to you because
Lima 72, clear to land.
it's very, very busy over on the YouTube. So, hey, keep those messages on YouTube coming. Don't forget, subscribe, like, and all the good stuff.
F as the code letter.
I think a bit of artistic license is fair enough. In their 95th anniversary year of the Royal Air Force as well, let's project the corporate image.
AV 580, Roger, you can begin your running this time.
Good afternoon to you as well there, Dora. She's just popped over and she's put a message in the chat room. So don't forget, put a message. We'll certainly say hi to you as quickly as I can. Nice to see you there, Dora.
Depicting the aircraft
Also, Aviation Kid.
also years ago. A very nice cut. Out at the right now, I think we need to look forward. We do. Probably I think we still look like some black and blue lights, and I hope that everything is under control, but rather than put the light on fire, we will.
I do like that Tucano. That looks very nice.
Well, a good thing. Now, we've not actually seen this display, so I'm not quite sure quite how they put it through its paces. But I look at that, we'll see as much of the envelope as possible.
580, clear display.
Clear display, very soon the Royal Canadian Angel hover, no doubt, just for the
Clear to Roger, report established crowd rear.
very, very large helicopter.
The Reds are now taxiing. I've put a call for release on, so I'll inform you as soon as they're ready to go, and you can link up with them.
Project 1, thank you. We're good two-way. We're listening out on their frequency and have already chatted to them. And we're still working on that 5-minute Rolex.
Here's another
Roger, I'll keep you updated if I get a change. Okay, well, we might be picking up approximately 2 mics because the C-160 after the blade is cancelled.
Absolutely right.
Okay. If possible, we'd like to stick to our original, our current 5-minute Rolex.
Wow. That's not bad for Facebook. So, yeah, thank you everybody who's watching on Facebook.
We'll start 0, 1
Hey, if you are watching on Facebook, don't forget, do the share, okay? Let's get as many folks on and say, hey, Stu will certainly say hi. Certainly do it while we're live. Yeah, we're looking at a Merlin.
Waddington ground, taxi back, we're closing. Correction report, marshal time. Okay, Navy 5.
And blades 2 and 4 are on the outside of the formation.
And one of the favourites, it's the blades.
The red arrows and the banter at Scampton was always about the art of precision. Today the blades like to do things a little bit differently. We like to create a little bit of order out of chaos. So from the card formation, this is our first manoeuvre of chaos. This is called the Blades Fountain. Okay, now the guy's going to come towards... Now watch the bottom two aircraft, they're going to snap on away. Now watch the middle two aircraft as they fly upwards, and then together fly backwards through their own smoke.
Okay then, Miles High, have yourself a great day, okay, and thank you for popping in, and we'll see you later. Okay, that's Miles High, over there in the USA.
And you can probably appreciate what. I've been in the cockpit as Andy flies this one, it really is a complete head spinner. Now boys and girls, mums and dads, families, look left and watch out for the 3 orange aircraft coming towards us to show you the roll. And for those of you further down the display line, 3 more with the roll. Now we're on the Evans here. He doesn't like to miss out, and he's going to come over the top here and rejoin blades 1, 2 and 3. Just watch how quickly he flies towards his teammates. He uses his propeller almost as a brake as he slots back in to create box formation. The bottom of all 4 of our aircraft, so give it a cheer, give it a roar for the Union Jack as the blades come around nice and low and nice and tight for the blades, box bend showing off the Union Jack. Set for a unique manoeuvre. Now this manoeuvre has just featured on the Yorkshire Tea advert. So if anyone of you have seen the Yorkshire Tea advert, you might recognise this as the blades actually fly out of a steaming mug of tea. So this is from that advert.
Oh yes,
and we love this manoeuvre.
we drink Yorkshire tea now. I don't have Tetley anymore.
Orange aircraft today. This one is called the Blades Hammerhead.
Look at that. Absolute precision.
Now, this next one is very, very important. Not only is the testament to our
Friendly Sky Channel, good afternoon. It's always wonderful to see those guys. Thank you very, very much. Friendly Sky Channel. Hey, but I'm not biased. I love seeing everybody in the chat room, so thanks everybody. Keep the messages coming. And of course, we'll certainly give you a mention straight away, or as quickly as I see it.
5 bit of Rolex, 5 past the central, we have night spaces. Copy that, boss. Well done, confirm minute 01. Hey, sir, request QC and wind. 1020, it is southerly at 6 knots.
Oh, thank you for that, Andrew Austin, saying, telling us about Richard Hammond's TV programme tomorrow night, 9 PM on Quest. Did you say it was about the C5s? C5 galleys. I'll have to try to remember to record that.
Thank you. 1 evening forward. Okay. Right. Air brake set. Go.
Now here's an aircraft you probably see if you're around the Lincolnshire area. It's the Sentinel, but together with, as you can see, the fabulous Red Arrows, and no doubt they'll be doing a display very, very soon.
Very correct, copy. Focus that shot. That's it.
So as we were telling you earlier, Christopher, he actually lives in Lincoln, so he probably gets to see the Red Arrows quite a bit because As you know, Lincoln, it's just down the road from Scampton, and Scampton's where they're practicing. And I wouldn't be at all surprised if they're practicing today. Incredible blue skies. It's unfortunately here at East Mids, it's all snowed up at the moment, but I think Lincoln have got it okay. They missed it, I believe.
Jaguar display pilot. His most recent role has been working with the Royal Saudi Air Force's equivalent to the Red Arrows, where he was their official advisor. Boys and girls, the mechanics please come towards you. The pilots can't see you, so get waving.
And a good afternoon to, I think it's OE7 Hotel Papa Juliet. That's Stefan. Good afternoon to you. Nice. Thank you for putting a message in.
Right hand side, red 6 and 7, the synchro pair, tend to sit directly behind the leader. On the bottom of the formation now is red 4, Flight Lieutenant Martin Pert. Pert's in his second year with the team and is the team's executive.
Christopher says, is the Sentinel replacing the AWACS? No, I don't believe so. I think they've got this new aircraft that they call the Wedge Tail.
The smoke goes off now. The wings have dropped back one more position to form the shape of the iconic supersonic airliner. And as they come left, some red, white and blue to show the very best of British. This is Concorde.
Thank you, Stefan. Like the smiley face. Yes, Christopher says the Red Arrows are due, I think it's 2023, to go to RAF Waddington. That's the plan at the moment, but hey, you know what governments are like. They change their mind more times than the weather, so but that's certainly the plan at the moment. And it would certainly be a big bonus for the guys over at the Wave. That's the viewing enclosure that they have just off the A15 over at Waddington. If you haven't paid those guys a visit before, certainly do. It's a fantastic little facility. There's a car park. There's somewhere to get yourself a drink and a sandwich or a burger or whatever. Bit of breakfast. And a real friendly bunch they are as well. Some great ladies running the place. That's the cafe bit.
Another of our first year pilots. That's Flight Lieutenant Ollie.
So whenever I'm in the area, I always try to pop in and say hi and how you're doing and all of that. So if anybody from the Wave today, I'm giving you a wave.
It's his second year with the team. He's a former Vulcan flying instructor, solo Vulcan display pilot, before he was then posted to the Typhoon, where he worked on those quick reaction alert duties. At the top of this loop, the jets have slowed down to around 150 miles an hour now as they reach a height of 6,000 feet. In a shape called Signet.
Yes, we talk about the wedge tail. It's an aircraft. It's got sort of, literally, it's got a wedge halfway down. Well, towards the back of the aircraft. So we believe that's going to be replacing the AWACS, and a few people have, like Andy Hare said, yeah, you're right, Stu. But oh, give me the AWACS any day. I love it. Big old aircraft.
For Red 7, followed by Red 8. These aircraft are ascending to just 100 feet. And they're closing at over 850 miles an hour. Get your cameras ready for the amazing Jippo Pass. That is Red 9. He's going to fly in between Enid's V as they perform the Goose. Climb to 7,500 feet as their smoke comes on to draw their heart.
This is what I love about the Red Arrows. You just look, the precision. Look at this. Absolutely spot on, making a fabulous heart.
Victoria White, who is an engineer with the Red Arrows. So Vic, this is for you. Coming in through the heart with his smoke on to draw the spear is Red 8, Flight Lieutenant Ben Plank.
Roger, maintaining radio silence, continue with tower 121.3.
That sounded like the Vulcan. That manoeuvre the Red Arrows just did, that, for me, that's one of my absolute favourites. I love it. Gives a chance while you're videoing it to be able to keep it following round. They stay close. Absolutely great. I love that one. And of course, no Airshow is complete without the Reds. That's Caroline's van. Aha! It's the Vulcan!
To hold in Delta taxiway to tower. Black 2, roger, hold continue with tower 121.3. Hold down 121.3, Black 2.
Jazzy John, I like that, yeah. 11 months till Christmas. So we had a bit of a joke. Do you know, we've got one of these doorbells, yeah? Because there's not been many people visiting just recently, or...
Takeoff at runway 02.
I've still got the Christmas tune on the doorbell.
Taxi.
Little bit embarrassing at the moment. So after being given loads of grief yesterday, I said, don't worry, it's only 11 months till Christmas.
Bristol Olympus 202 shaft turbojets with 16,400 pounds of power each. And look at that huge wingspan of 111 feet. Just a little bit bigger, would you believe, than an Airbus A318.
Oh, yes. Isn't it gorgeous? What an aircraft. Oh, beautiful. And the blue skies as well. I tell you, it was an absolute scorcher. This particular... this was this Saturday. There's a couple of little bits where I've mixed in the Sunday display as well. But it's mainly just looking at the Saturday. So don't forget, it's a 3 DVD set. If you'd like a copy, drop me an email.
Which he also displayed, took flight as well. I mean, amazing turnaround in technology in the space of little over 10 years. Quite an achievement. And it all started, I understand, with a scruffy bit of paper and an old drawing, wondering whether this could actually fly. The bomb bay turn is complete, the bomb doors are closed, Bill will be flying out now to perform a wing over.
It was really a mark of the success of the V-Force as part of Britain's nuclear deterrent during the Cold War years that the Vulcan didn't actually have to go to war until the Falklands in 1982.
Like that one, Julie. We'll tell them about that in a minute.
And the Vulcan now approaches from the left towards Star Centre. The final Bill Ramsey will be beginning a left-hand 360-degree turn. And about 3/4 of the way around the turn will be applying towards the
Yes, I agree with you on that one, Andy. Just talking about that amazing takeoff the Vulcan did on the Saturday at Riyadh the last time. Oh, Lord, eh?
It's taken to get things this far as XH558's return to flight. He's actually spent most of his time on a tiny little aircraft called a Tutor. But I know he relishes his weekends whilst flying this aircraft. And just www.vulcantothesky.com. What a spectacle now for those of you in the right position as XH558 comes in past XM607 to land.
And as Bill puts the aircraft gently on the ground, you'll notice he holds the nose wheel in the air. We call this aerodynamic braking. The
PSV 1020, taxi to the Echo hold, field 02, right hand departure, request BAB.
Yes, thank you very much indeed for that marvellous round of applause.
And definitely worth a round of applause. Absolutely stunning. Beautiful aircraft. Fabulous display.
Also, I took request switching channel for display. So let's continue pointing tower 121.3.
So very quickly, yeah, Julie says her doorbell, it's got a hidden eyeball that opens and then it just screams. I like it. Oh, it's good. A little bit better than mine that's still doing jingle bells at the moment. I must change it. I've got to. I just like winding the family up though at the moment with it. As you can see, it's the fantastic Solo Turk. It's an F-16.
Checker for 321, Gretan, ready for engine startup.
And he's coming up on your left.
Start, request BAB.
Well, as I'm sure as you found out already, at times, if you're listening on headphones, just be a little bit careful because, boy, it does get loud at times. But to get the sound how it is like this, when it was done, recorded with 2 separate mics, so hopefully it should be going from speaker to speaker. Should be sounding pretty good.
From your left side. Codex 413 with 3 on board, request taxi from spot 15 to the Foxtrot hold, ready for takeoff at minute 19.
Just in front of you, you will have a terminal. Ready and left.
Taxi to the 20 Delta hold, we'll get you away from the 20 threshold due to the F-16 possibly deploying a chute. Robert 201020 and to the Delta 0 hold.
And this maneuver, the next maneuver, is my favorite.
Ready to taxi. Could then hold position, or just getting the Chinook away before you. Copy holding position, ready to taxi.
Is coming towards you. Applause with excitement. I think he deserves it.
Yes, I agree. Fantastic. Definitely worth a round of applause for that particular move. Well, for all of the maneuvers.
He will descend 90 degrees. Please do not try. It's either your own car. With a landing gear down. Since F-16 changes to a different flight control mode, when gears down, less responsive than normal. It's also difficult maneuver to take down.
Thank you very much there, Christopher. We'll catch you later as well. And don't forget, when things improve, I will be at Coningsby and all the rest of it doing the live streams. So I'm sure you'll enjoy that.
Will have
definitely look out for that in the springtime there, Christopher. That's why it's important. Make sure you subscribe to Airshow World and hit the bell icon to get the notifications, because when we do start going out and about in the spring and summertime, you just never know where the bear will turn up. Well, for me, that is still, I think, my favourite F-16 display of all of them. And there you go, as you can hear.
Taxi.
Just like with the Vulcan and the red arrows, the crowd certainly appreciating that incredible display. From the Turkish F-16, known as Solo Turk.
Absolute pleasure. That was most exciting, and I love the Turkish rock music there, Ben.
Takeoff and display up to 12,000 feet, above 8,500 feet, at your discretion, wind calm.
And as you can see by the screen, it's the Czech Air Force with their Gripen.
Waddington approach identified 5,000 feet 1020 traffic service.
Traffic service 5350 is released at the northern hole for runway 20.
5350, roger, information kilo, runway 20, colour code blue, Kiffy 1020. And I'll advise you when that's available.
Copy 201020, acknowledged in 5350, expecting display mode 6.
0, roger, POB, are you familiar with Waddington as published?
On POB, negative arms and 5350.
Right, 0.
Clear to land. Great to land,
Superb piece of flying. Yeah, very good display from the Czech.
50, roger, after your display, depart to the east, climb tower, height 8,000 feet, back this frequency.
Roger, east at 8,000, back to this, parking 50 minutes.
Thank you very much, you did for us too. And we look forward in future to seeing some of the next generation Gripen.
Gripen, next convenient left, report vacated.
Production examples.
We'll locate next to Robinson Gripen. Roger.
Started to be built on Wednesday of the week just gone. Well, I said he was in encyclopedia, didn't I? And
413, clear display.
Clear display, Waddington 413.
Gripen, continue with Waddington ground, 130.5. 130.5,
Well, coming up in just a moment, as you can see, we've got the Chinook display. So that's going to be coming up in just a mo. But just before we actually get to that feature, and before we lose Andy here, because I know Andy will be disappearing fairly soon, what I'm going to attempt to do, see if this will, well, I'm sure it'll work, but this particular weekend I've been really busy working on this particular feature, so I'm not going to play it all now for you, but this is another DVD that I've put together over the weekend. Well, bit of video editing towards the end of the last week and video editing over the weekend, and so I thought, okay, yeah, well, why don't we put it on a DVD? So one of these should be winging its way to Andy fairly soon, but As you can see, Middle Wallop and Yeovilton 1998. So on one of the DVD shows in the very, very near future, not next Monday, but probably the Monday after, I will feature this. It's really old footage, as you can see, but... But after saying that it's old, boy oh boy, it is. Some of the video footage on here is absolutely amazing, and I'm sure you'll certainly enjoy it. So this is one that you certainly don't want to miss. Okay, so it's got, as we see, Middle Wallop and also Yeovilton as well, and on the Yeovilton side of things, wow, there is some amazing video footage. There we go, Andy. I just wanted Andy to see a few little bits of this because of what the actual machine that I have that can capture old VHS tapes, and what it does, it sort of upscales the video. Just see this little bit. It upscales the videos, but also... I have the chance to be able to get it all edited, all nice, make it pretty, and what have you. So I think it's around about 1 hour, hour and a half, something like that. But hey, as you saw, using the ski jump. So Middle Wallop, and also, as you could see on the display, it features Middle Wallop and Yeovilton from 1998. So Andy, that's what I've been very busy working on, and hey, there we go. That is one to watch out for in the very, very near future, and it's a great opportunity for you guys to be able to see what's on the DVDs before. You see, how often is it you get to see what's on them? Think, hey, yeah, quite like that. I'll have to put an order in. I'll get a copy of that. So if you are interested in any of the DVDs, every time I actually make one, right, or actually bring it out of retirement, if you like, which is the case in the one we're mainly featuring on today, which is Waddington 2013, all you have to do is drop me an email, and that email address is airshowworld1@gmail.com. If you're interested in helping, and it certainly will help a lot, if you're interested in helping Airshow World to grow and expand and to be able to keep running, okay, that's the important thing. Okay, if you want to contribute, you're more than welcome, but if you'd like to get something as well in return, you'd like a DVD, drop me an email, okay, and I will get back to you. airshowworld1@gmail.com. And we've got lots more of the classic videos and all that good stuff. In fact, hey, tomorrow afternoon, make sure you join us. In the afternoon, put your feet up and look at classic aircraft. We're going to go back in time again, okay, and try to dig out some warbirds and stuff like that. So that's tomorrow afternoon. We've not finished yet, though. We're only halfway through the show today, so we're going to go back. I just wanted to do that quick feature about that rather than wait until the end of the show, because I know Andy has to pop off and carry on working. Okay, Andy, hope you enjoyed that, mate. And I tell you, when you see the video for full, you'll love it. He didn't even know I had that. He gave it to me years ago, so nice one. Okay, it's back to business, so let's start it off. Are you ready? Yeah, okay, Backman Turner Overdrive. Let's rock.
Waddington ground, Gripen after landing on our entry.
Gripen Waddington ground, taxi back, report shutting down.
Taxi back to airport.
And a very good afternoon to our Trina over there in Kent. Nice to know you're out there, Trina. Hope you're having yourself a good afternoon. And
Taxi Waddington ground, start.
Hope you didn't get this snow. It's crazy. It started yesterday afternoon and it just didn't stop. I've got a table outside. I measured it. It's over 12 inches deep.
The crewman will be regretting that extra sandwich about now.
50 approach.
Go ahead.
50 appears that the display now is just the 1 minute behind, so minute 47 you should expect a display.
Cover that up position for running minute 47. I'll call you
50, roger.
Good afternoon to you, Brad. Nice to see you. Bradley Penny Aviation, our good friend, and a damn mighty fine YouTube channel as well.
3 miles manoeuvring, slow moving, no height, believed to be Wickham Circuit traffic, low level.
50, social traffic, that location.
We also have Hamad, so good to see you there, young man. Gary Johnson, Aviation Kid, he's just popped into the chat room. Gary Williams, Simon Johnson. Let's keep going through the list. So Chris, Marcus, everybody. Great to see you in the chat room over on YouTube. And let's have a look, see what's on Facebook. Peter Roberts, he's watching over on Facebook. Oliver and his army. Nice to see you. And everybody else, wherever you are in the world, don't be afraid to put a message in the chat room as long as it's nice and friendly to everybody and respectful. That's the important thing. Please put a message and I'll certainly give you a mention.
Been 50, my watch has still got 3 more minutes.
Yeah, that's right. I'm planning on a minute 4.
Aviation Kid, hold your hand out, young man. How dare you? How dare you? No problem. Ow, I must stop doing that to my wrists. It hurts. Pedal boots. Also good to see you this afternoon. PJ. See the messages. Keep on coming, so don't be shy. Put a message in.
413, display complete. Finals for the runway 02 Foxtrot intersection is available.
Falcon 50, Waddington Tower, join runway 20, QFE 1020, 1 should end, short final.
We were talking about Coningsby just a couple of minutes ago. And here it is, the fabulous Typhoon. Almost caught everybody with a, yeah, surprised everybody. Yes, I should put it that way. Yes, the Putty Cats are certainly with us. You probably heard one earlier. Steve, I'm sure I must have, okay? So when we're watching some of these videos, I'll have to pay attention when I do the Battle of Britain Memorial flight and... As you know, Steve, I record the air traffic control, the radio comms, if you want to call it that, all separately, right? So I'll have a look through, see if I can find something for you. Okay, Steve, I'll check that out. I've got the original comms for that, so I could always send them across, okay? Send me an email, Steve. So then, Andy, what do you think? It's looking okay, is it, mate? I thought you'd like that. So Andy's currently in the process of going through lots of his VHS tapes and other goodies and what have you. So hey, don't worry, he's going to send them across. So we'll be able to feature even more fantastic stuff. Good afternoon to you as well. That's Gary Inge saying good afternoon, Stu. How are you on this fine afternoon? We're absolutely great. Shame I've not got the actual camera connected because you should see the snow here. It's mad. Beautiful blue skies now, but it's going to take some shifting, I tell you.
One turning ground at emission code Kilo start, request number of persons on board.
RP will be one person on board.
And start.
Confirm, ready to start.
29, you may start. Caution with vehicles on the Delta taxiway, take off your discretion and clear display, wind calm.
There we go, Gary Lockton.
Depart as briefed.
I hope they give it a good test on that speaker system of yours, okay? Should be going from one side of the room to the other. Should sound pretty good.
I'll just look a little bit through the Cranwell Economy gap at 1,000 feet and route round the south to Connolly.
Yes, now it's got a little wing.
50, that's approved.
Roger, request to send 1,000 feet on the barn, please.
Typing 50, Roger, descend at your discretion 1,000 feet 1024. Reminder below terrain safe level, you're responsible for your own terrain separation. What type of recovery are Coningsby?
Thank you very much there, Simon Johnson. Put in lots of technical info on the chat room on YouTube. And if you want to see all of that, and you're watching this on Facebook, why not pop over right now to Airshow World on YouTube. If you've never been on there before, please pop over. Be great to see you. Great to give you a mention. And of course, don't forget, subscribe, Airshow World, okay?
Contact what, correction. Contact Coningsby approach, stud Falkley.
Base at 4 minutes.
And very, very quickly, okay, talking about Facebook, don't forget the fans of Airshow World have created this brilliant Facebook group, okay? And why not pop over and join it right now, okay? We'll certainly let you in right away. If I don't, I'm sure Julie will. So it's called... Now, you'll be surprised at this. It's called Airshow World Fan Page. Simple to find. Airshow World Fan Page. Pop over right now and we'll certainly let you in. And because it's a group, you can post some photographs, just like Elvis has. Oh yes, Elvis is certainly well, and he's certainly alive. He's currently living in Southampton, believe it or not. Yes. So if you pop down to Southampton sometimes and you see somebody looking like Elvis working in the chip shop, you'll know who it is.
Waddington ground, good afternoon. Orange 1 starting up for the demo, minute 36, confirm.
One, Roger, confirm 1 POB.
And that's a firm, Orange 1.
Orange 1, Roger, start runway 20, QFE 1020.
So that's a giveaway.
20, runway 20, Orange.
So if you hear a call sign that says orange...
Earlier display.
That's a firm, I would love to for fuel.
Orange 1, Roger, report when you're ready to taxi.
Orange 1 will go.
You know that the F-16 will be rolling out very, very soon.
Okay, well today Phil's got an altogether more pleasant task because all he has to do whilst he waggles his shadow
Apache, clear to land along a beam Foxtrot taxiway, wind 15006 knots.
Hey, well, that sounds good, doesn't it? Day State Sniper, I think, 01.
Taxi along the Delta taxiway to the 20 Delta.
He was saying he was at the last day at Linton. And he's got some very nice video of the Jet Provost, so, yeah, get it done. Get it put on YouTube. I'm sure people will love to see that.
Clear the main to ground.
Oh yeah, the blue ones, definitely. For talking about bounty bars here, by the way.
4007.
Talk about all sorts of stuff on here.
Again, Roger. Start runway 20, QFB 1020.
105, which occurred on the 29th of June 1963. It was developed.
And coming up in this next section, there's some beautiful old historic jets.
Again, Roger. Taxi runway 20, QFE 1020. Along the Delta taxiway, hold at the 20 Delta hold.
Hold 20 Delta hold. And Delta taxi ready.
The Austrian example, meanwhile, powered by...
Oh, they're unable to reach that, but I understand he takes the next slot, and hopefully I will be able to make it faster if it begins.
Turn and Roger, that's copied. Report when you're ready to taxi. Yep. Figan, Roger, taxi back. Report if you close down. Figan, Roger, will you be going at all today, or is that you unserviceable?
No, I will display today. We know what the problem is. It seems that the mechanic know what the problem is. So I'll let you know later on.
Figan, Roger.
To the end and left report runway vacated.
And we'll report, thank you.
Runway 20, QFE 1020, taxiing Delta hold, orange. Yeah, copy, comes or go. The seat is hot and locked. Cat 1 is on the jet, QFE 1020 is set. Flares are cold.
Waddington ground, Alpha, ready to copy. Falcon, Waddington ground. Is there any chance you can bring your display time forward as there's a gap due to unserviceable aircraft?
Copy, forwarded display time. Can you give me the revised display time? Takeoff.
So coming up just a little bit later, we should be returning back to this Swedish Air Force historic flight.
3, 6, 7, 10, 2 minutes ready.
And we should be seeing the Vulcan as well in that little section. But right now, as you can see, it's the Dutch F-16, orange.
And now stage will come left, you can see the orange, the line also on the bottom of the aircraft.
Again, fast message.
We give it a try. I know after engine is fired up, do what needs
full sequence after the F-16, or do you have another stop for me? If you can make the slot time minute 50. Again, Roger, start runway 20, QFE 1020.
And now form a -3G, get your cameras ready because now you'll see the orange line on top of the F-16.
Ground, Alka, I do Rexy.
Okay, Waddington ground, runway 20, QFE 1020, taxi to the 20 Delta hold.
Runway 20, QFE code 1020, taxiing Delta hold. Okay.
F-16 is going to perform you a barrel roll.
I'll call it Waddington ground, say again, call sign, pass message. À tous, la patrouille de France. Request started clearing for a show at 15:03 the time.
On the ground in a few moments.
Waddington, good afternoon from the cockpit. Captain Stefan Hutton, call sign Stitch. As you can hear, I'm still a little bit out of breath after some 9 Gs. I'd like to all see you next time. Thanks a lot for the hospitality. I hope you enjoyed the shows of the fighter jets today and as well as the helicopters. Keep supporting our troops and enjoy the sound of freedom. Thanks a lot.
And then watch this, let me run it directly from the cockpit towards you.
The orange, short final, full stop with the gear.
Orange, clear to land, wind 180.05 knots.
Orange, clear to land, copy the winds, and orange will use the drag shoe.
Okay, Waddington Tower, line up and wait.
And ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Royal Netherlands Air Force, we thank you for witnessing our great show, and we wish you all a very pleasant remaining of the day.
Well, Christian, that was a real pleasure. You certainly made that exciting, Ben. I thought that was a superb display.
We'll go with this to the left, and I'll drop it on the taxiway. Thanks.
Orange 2 copies all, F-16 in run.
Orange 1, copy that. See you in a bit.
Absolutely
And as you can hear, you've got all the radio comms, the video, you've got Mr. Blue Sky as well. The orange F-16.
Orange, welcome. And orange, Marshall are inside.
Orange, got your report when closing.
So if you want to help Airshow World, you'd like a copy of this DVD, just drop me an email. Email address is quite simple. It's dead easy, easy one to remember. Airshow World 1, that's the figure 1, at gmail.com. Airshow World 1 at gmail.com. In the subject, put DVD, be great to hear from you. And I can give you all the info and everything you need to know.
Do you get much opportunities for low levels?
At the moment, the DVDs are only available to the UK though, okay? So that's something we may... I've got a few plans, a few ideas of things that we could do to... But anyway, we'll go into that another day.
Fast message. Could you confirm our slot is 5:03 p.m. I see the slot time is delayed now, but it's 1:2. The beginning slot is 5:12 p.m. AFib.
Honestly, there was no midlife.
29, report ready to taxi. Very cool. Waddington ground.
Hey Julie, if you've got time, we've got, I think it's Chris White. He's knocking on the door. He wants to be let into the Facebook group. Okay, that's Airshow World fans page. Okay, if you want to join it, pop over there right now, and I'm sure Julie will let you in straight away. So if you get a chance there, Julie, I'm going to keep her working hard.
1020.
Keep letting them in. Let them in.
1020, taxiway Delta 20, hold and on.
Ah, the Swedish Air Force historic flight. We were talking about that. We've seen one of them so far. Currently looking at the Saab J29, but with a bit of luck. We were all worried because he had a bit of a problem, but let's hope the Vulcan takes off. Here we go.
Waddington ground, Falcon frequency after 40 ticks.
Okay, roger. Taxi back, report Marshall in sight.
Copy, taxi report Marshall in sight.
Don't worry, it's not your YouTube. Just a little bit judder on the... Because the computer's working overtime here. All being well, when we get the new computer, that should all stop, and it should. Certainly hope it does anyway. It should work a lot clearer, a lot smoother. That's the plan. So thank you for everybody that's supporting Airshow World and doing the donations, buying the DVDs. It's all going to keep Airshow World running because, as you know, it's absolutely free to watch, free to subscribe. And we do appreciate it if you subscribe. So if you're watching on Facebook, get yourself over to YouTube. We can give you a mention in the chat room. And don't forget, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and all that good stuff. And you'll get the notifications. Meanwhile, let's get back to the Vulcan.
Pilot for all of that time, and Peter Lindian said we were allowed to fly at 10 metres above lakes and 20 metres above ground, and we did that at high speed. Look at the platform, the double delta platform of the Vulcan. And the aircraft's performance was such that Volvo Motor RM8 engine were the only fighters that 129 Vulcans were built. When they were retired, the majority were turned into things like beer cans, but several have been preserved. There's one in the Newark Air Museum, not so far from here, and the historic flight has two.
You're quite right commenting on its manoeuvrability, particularly at slow speed there. Given the age that this aircraft developed, a very high-speed path coming up now, so stand by for a wheeling noise, but a great opportunity to appreciate this aircraft at low level.
I have a very soft spot for this aircraft, as you might have gathered, George, not least because a good friend of mine flew one. This was Mike Rondo, former RAF Jaguar pilot, who's now an acclaimed aviation
Coming in for landing.
Big and all, go down.
Coming up for you at the end of the show, we'll be popping over and doing a little exclusive to Facebook, a little bit of a chat and what have you. So if you'd like to take part in the chat on Facebook, that's coming up at the end of this show. But don't worry, we've not finished yet on YouTube. And hopefully we'll be able to get Julie on as well and have a quick chat. But only just for around about 5 minutes, and we'll do a quick preview of some of the things that we've got coming up for you. Including that Middle Wallop. So I love the name of that place, Middle Wallop. Sounds like someone's just done something in the middle of your stomach. Middle Wallop.
And he's going into reverse as well, look at that!
Well, look at that! Yes.
So that manoeuvring on the ground as well as...
So that's coming up probably in around about 10 minutes from now.
A very nostalgic one for some of us who remember the type service heyday from Stellan Andersson in the Swedish Air Force historic flights.
Just popped into the chat room. We've got James.
Hold on the Foxtrot taxi.
And he's not sitting... Well, he might be sitting down, actually. So that was a play on a song, you know, remember James? They did a pop song called Sit Down. No? You don't remember that? Oh, okay. That's okay.
Short of Delta taxiway, continuous ground 342.12.
241.
I used to love playing that song in the clubs and things, you know. You'd put it on and all of a sudden everybody would just sit down in the middle of the dance floor. Aha!
Ground, hold position.
And there we go, that confirms it. The Saab J29.
Again, taxi back to this first report shutting down. hold your position.
Very quickly, mentioning Facebook, we've got Age on there saying, are there any special dates for the Mach Loop?
Holding position.
Well, if you're still that age, it's one of those things you just never know. I know everybody says, yeah, the RAF, they post when they're going to be there, but ignore it. It's one of those things you've just got to be there and have lots of patience. You might see something, you might see nothing. It's like fishing.
Switching tower 121.3 Atos.
Passe 142-500.
But don't let that put you off. In the springtime, hopefully when we can get out and about, it's certainly worth going and, if nothing else, looking at the beautiful countryside.
Je ralentis et je m'arrête.
As you saw earlier, our very good friend Morgan Gray, he put a fantastic donation into the pot on Airshow World, going straight away towards a new computer. Okay, so Morgan, thank you very, very much. If anybody else, hey, you're more than welcome, okay? It all goes. It's absolutely free to watch Airshow World, free to subscribe. And I get so much pleasure out of seeing you guys in the chat room. So thank you very, very much, everybody. It's much appreciated. So keep on following Airshow World. And we'll keep trying to do our bit, okay? Right. Now, as you could see just taking off, at that point, you could see, but that's the spoiler alert. You could just see taking off was the French display team. But that, folks, is going to be... No, don't say folks. That is going to be on DVD Part 2. So you're going to see a little bit more from Saturday and more from Sunday. But not today, because that's going to be next week. So the DVD, 3 DVD set, okay? So if you're interested, you could see the ear, you can see the cover, okay? And these are the chapter marks. Let me get the mouse over there. So you split up into chapters so you can get to any particular bits you want to, okay? Get back to the main menu, which is just there, or you could just click play all. It's as simple as that. This particular one on this DVD, I can't remember if it has. This one you're looking at today, number 1, doesn't have photographs, but I think one of the other ones does. But we'll find out that next Monday. But hey, we're just about out of time, so thank you very, very much, everybody, on YouTube for watching us this afternoon. Hope you've enjoyed the show, and we'll be back again tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m, where the bear will be back in the chair, and I must get a cushion. It's get a bit, it's, a bit hard. So the bear will be in the chair tomorrow from 1 o'clock. That's British summertime. As always, thank you everybody for joining us over here. I'm going to continue the show for the after show party on Facebook, but right here on Airshow World, we're going to be closing in literally, let's have a look, 30 seconds time. So you've got 15 seconds to put a last message in. If you want to keep the chat going, pop over to Facebook, Airshow World right now. We'll have a laugh, we'll have a giggle, we'll say hello, we'll have a cup of tea, all that good stuff. So thank you everybody who's been on here today. So you take care. We'll be calling in Julie. It's only going to be a short one on Facebook, okay? We'll be calling Julie on hopefully on Skype. Coming up tomorrow, as we said, it's 1 o'clock. That's the next live show, and it's going to be some classic aircraft. And then after tomorrow afternoon, the next live show is going to be Friday Night Live, which is between 7 p.m. and 8. It's the 60-minute show, and this Friday night we're going to be featuring, all being well, that's Jazzy Jeff. I know it's Jazzy John, but you know. Right, so hopefully Jazzy John will have him, and that's Friday night. What else have we got to tell you? That's it. I want to say thank you for joining us. You're an absolute superstar, every one of you. Thank you very much. Morgan Gray, Can't thank you enough. You're a big supporter. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, take care. We're going to leave you right now on Airshow World YouTube channel. Pop over to Facebook. I'll have a chat with you there. Okay, thank you. Bye for now. Okay.